they're just blowing like damp leaves around. I don't get it. Does it even blow, or does it just like...
I don't know. But it was like rainy. It was like wet out there.
I know.
And they weren't here last week.
I know. Because wasn't it... Did it rain last week? I don't remember.
It was like this. It was like misty.
This.
It was
misty
like
and overcast.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Whoever does the HOA stuff, they're crazy.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. Do you want socks? Just asking.
I was overheating last time I wore socks.
Okay, I don't care. I just looking up for you.
Thank you. No, I'm covering my grippers.
Yeah, wrap that in the tortilla.
Yeah, a little burrito. Okay.
Well, so I have an update from the last time.
Update.
I am clean. I'm 2 weeks clean. I'm not watching that show called You.
We're not even gonna talk about. Oh yeah.
Oh.
We're not gonna
Okay.
say.
I'm not gonna say anymore.
No. Don't say the name of the show.
Too late.
Okay. So here's.
I'm not
chip.
watching. I'm not watching that show anymore.
Have you replaced it with a different show, or are you just not watching TV?
I think I just started watching less, to be honest. I kind of got busy. I started doing more like stuff on Logic, and
that's right.
Cause I was kind of, that was like my period week, so I kind of allow myself to like fuck off because I don't feel good.
Right.
But now that that's over, I'm like, well, now I gotta get busy. I gotta make up for lost time.
I know that feeling totally.
Yeah, so that's what this week's. So I haven't even been on Netflix, really.
So I guess we'll see when you start watching more Netflix again.
Well, I did watch, like, I didn't even finish it. I started the first episode of a show called Yellow Jackets.
That sounds familiar.
Sorry,
for some reason.
Turn the ringer off. Yeah, well, I mentioned it when we were looking at shows after the episode, and I added it to my list because it's a show that my mom has been like telling me to watch, and it has somebody I really like in it, and it's like kind of Lord of the Flies.
That's what it was. It was Lord
but
of the Flies.
I didn't even finish the first episode, to be honest. Not because it's not good, but I just got distracted. I will.
Well, and when you're like, I want to do shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to sit around. If I have energy to do things, and for some reason I'm like sitting around watching YouTube, I will get like a mini anxiety attack. So I'm like, I have energy finally. I need to do shit.
I do too. Like, I'll start watching something and be like, what am I doing? I can't be doing this right now. Like, and then I go, and then I get busy. But yeah. Also, my boyfriend and I watched a couple of things on Netflix when he was over the other day. We watched more Avatar, the original, like, animated show.
Not the remake?
No. And then the other thing we watched...
Hasn't seen Avatar?
No, he has.
Okay.
I haven't.
You haven't seen Avatar?
Yeah.
Were you like a Nickelodeon kid?
I was, but I don't know, I caught like a episode here and there, but I had no idea what the story even was, to be honest.
You didn't sit down and...
No, that wasn't... I was a SpongeBob girl. Like, I was like SpongeBob, Fairly Odd Parents.
But like...
Yeah, I don't know. I just never...
It's like on at the same... I remember just being like, here's SpongeBob and here's like an Avatar episode, and then there's like that one, it was like done by the Fairly Odd Parents one, but it was a dog. And it was voiced by Spencer from iCarly. I'm not saying it was a good show, but it's in my brain for some reason.
No, I know that show. Tough Puppy.
I wouldn't even remember the name. But I remember the name. There's just some scenes, some images that are burned into my retina.
I was a channel surfer, so like I would watch like SpongeBob or whatever, and then I'd flip to like Cartoon Network or whatever, and then I'd flip to Disney Channel, and then like
you had good cable.
I guess Xfinity.
No, we all had cable, I guess.
Comcast.
Ooh, we love them. Sponsor.
No, not a sponsor. Oh, you know what?
Wait, so what else? What do I know?
I'll worry about it later. I think by the time this goes up, I'll have a cover up on my personal channel.
A cover up, not like a cover up.
Yeah, I'll have posted a cover of a song.
Not like a government.
No. But maybe I can film like a ad read, and then we can insert it into whichever episode makes sense.
Should we do that really like cringy thing where we like kind of hint at the ad and then like do a really quick transition? You know what I'm talking about?
I do know what you're talking about.
I have so much free time. If only there was something to do. Anyway, this episode is sponsored by Skillshare.
Yeah. Or like, yeah. Oh shit.
Wait, let me like take two. Let me take it. We're gonna cut that out. Maybe we should introduce ourselves in the beginning just to get it in my brain.
Maybe.
Because this is like the third time I've done this now.
That's okay. Or like, wow, like this time of year is like such a good time to like make really good cozy fall recipes. That's why I've got Fresh Chef or whatever the fuck that one is. I was gonna do for you. I was gonna be like, yeah, okay.
Celeste, I have nothing to listen to right now.
Yeah.
Do you have any suggestions?
Well, let me think about it. Oh, I just posted. Yeah, no, I don't want to do it like that.
Check out my Instagram.
I think let's just do. Hey, we can even take it from this clip. Here, I'll do it right now. I'll be like, hey, nerds. I just posted some shit. Go look at it. My channel, Celestial Siren. Back to the video.
Sorry, I had to like remove myself from that. No, that wasn't great. It was great.
Why?
Because I would laugh and ruin it.
No, that's perfect. Let's keep that.
Okay.
I don't even think I need to film one anymore. I think that was perfect.
Okay.
Let's just zoom in really far.
I learned how to do that.
Okay, yeah.
Final Cut, so we can zoom in now.
Yeah, let's do some cool special effects.
I can have it spin like really slowly.
Yeah, let's bring the car crash back in.
Yes!
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
I have that saved somewhere. I gotta find it.
Yeah.
Love the car crash.
Yeah. Sorry. What were we talking about before I like?
You and your boyfriend were watching
Avatar,
watching and some other shows.
Oh yeah, well I made us watch the Halloween special that Family Guy put out this year.
Oh, I guess they're still going, huh?
Yeah. It wasn't very good.
Was it at least not
it wasn't like
problematic?
Yeah. Well,
no, I'm saying in like the horse episode. Like,
yeah, it wasn't. There was no gauging.
Yeah,
but it just wasn't like. I think I laughed at a couple jokes, and that was it. Like, it just didn't give. It wasn't that funny.
What can you even do anymore?
That's just it.
There's so many episodes.
It was, yeah.
Didn't the creator even like try to end the show? What's his name?
I don't know. Seth MacFarlane? I don't know.
I feel like there was an interview I saw where he was just like, I tried to end it, but it's making too much money.
Well, there was like a period of time, it's like the dark age of Family Guy, where he had so many shows going on at the time that he like kind of took a step back from Family Guy a little bit, but he still did voices for it and stuff. But like the episodes got so bad when that happened. And then I think I may be wrong, but I think he's a little more hands-on with the show again, which is why I've actually quite enjoyed some of the newer episodes, but I don't know. I wasn't a fan of the special.
I think all the old long running shows they're having a resurgence. Like we were talking about watching SpongeBob, and SpongeBob's been running as long as Family Guy.
Well, they're all hitting anniversaries. Like SpongeBob just hit 25, I think, and then Family Guy is celebrating 20 or something.
Yeah, probably. That's probably when it started.
I think that's what it is. And then even like shows like SNL's hit like, is it 50 this year or something?
Oh, okay.
It's something crazy. It's a really big one.
It's been going on for a long time. Well, and then like I've been watching like Simpsons stuff.
Oh yeah, that's been running a long
time. It's on I think season 36 or 37, and they said the last season's finally getting interesting. It had like a 20 season rut.
Really?
It had a rut from like the teen episodes, like seasons like season 13 starting. Like the good era is season 2 to 9.
Whoa.
And then it like starts to go downhill.
That's similar to Family Guy, I think. I think it's like 1 through 8 or something, and then the teenage years are rough.
Yeah.
The preteen and the teenage years, and then gets better like towards
more recent.
Yeah.
Like Simpsons, I mean I haven't seen all of it. I saw the first like 9 seasons and I really liked it, but I haven't seen like the season 10 through 20 or season 10 through 30.
Yeah.
Apparently those ones are just rough.
Yeah.
But apparently 36 is good, so.
Okay.
and we were seeing like recent clips of SpongeBob episodes that kind of looked fire.
Yeah. The newer seasons scare me a little bit, but there were some but it might be a Family Guy thing. It might be like this is best in like a short form thing, but the whole rest of the episode is garbage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
Like I feel like those are funny moments that we found, but I feel like I could not watch a brand new episode of SpongeBob in full.
Yeah, it's just kind of too sad.
Yeah. Everything's so different about it. The animation style's so different.
Just the humor
voices
style. The voice
have like shifted a bit just as they've gotten older and stuff. The humor.
I think, and that's the biggest part. It's just like
it's like iPad kid humor. Like, yeah.
I didn't even think about it. It's probably like going for children right now. Like when we were children, it was like pandering to us, and now it's pandering to whatever kids watch now, whatever 8-year-olds watch now.
Yeah, times are different.
I was gonna try and say what I think 8-year-olds watch now, but I feel like that would age me too much because I have no clue.
No idea either.
Oh my god. I don't think it's picking it up.
I know they can't hear it, but like,
should I close the window? I'll close the window.
No.
I can close the window for like 10 minutes. We won't die.
I might die.
I know, but we might not. It's annoying me.
Okay, fine. Close the window. He's like right outside.
No, it's crazy. I know this is really riveting content. Come on, that's way better.
You're right.
That's way better.
We'll
open it.
You were right.
We'll open it. You're right.
You're right.
You're right.
I got like fully it just stumbled over my words.
Is that the weekend goes like
oh,
is that song Have the Weekend, or am I totally, or is that the song that has the baby? No, that's Levitating. Levitating has the baby, which is not even the same.
What are we talking about? Which song?
You right.
Oh yeah, that does have The Weeknd on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna say it does have the baby on it.
No, the baby.
No, the baby.
No.
What a
wow. I can think so much better now that... Yeah. I mean, I can still hear him, but...
My brain is still empty.
That's fair.
Okay. I don't know. I'm watching some anime.
Yeah. Still the same? Or anything new?
We're like halfway through, my family and I. We're like halfway through a show called Demon Slayer.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. It's not bad. It kind of got cheesy, but then it's getting better.
Okay.
We'll see. I don't know. It's kind of just like turn your brain off.
Yeah.
Stuff. I was showing one of my housemates. I was showing him JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Mm-hmm. Which is great. I think we stopped watching it because he was kind of talking about how important it is to have like an overarching story and have every scene and every episode matter. And JoJo's, there'll just be an episode where they punch pasta.
Okay.
And it has nothing to do with anything, and it's amazing. Like, I love that show so much. And it's an acquired taste, I think. People, it's one of those things like, people like it, they won't shut up about it. But then some people will watch it and be like, I just don't get it. So.
I'm warm now. You keep talking, but I'm going to take off my...
Uh-oh. Yeah. I've been reading Frieren.
What that?
Sorry.
That's hilarious. I'll explain it. It's a manga that just got turned into an anime, and it's like a fantasy anime, and it's about an elf. Like in like fantasy worlds, elves always live like a really long time. And so, wait, was this reveal like for the? When did you get that? When did you get that?
I got it last week at Target.
At Target?
Yeah, it was on sale.
Wait, I should wear my Target shirt next episode.
Okay.
Oh, I should wear my Target. Oh, I'm like jealous. That's so good.
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah. It's so moody and like, oh my god. It slays so much.
Right?
I think it's a... Did you get one for your boyfriend?
No.
So you guys can match?
No. They only had these like in the women's t-shirts.
He could wear women's clothes. He was wearing that jacket, which we found out is a woman's flannel.
But he wasn't wearing it.
I guess so. But he was only uncomfortable because of the button orientation, or was he uncomfortable because like the sizing?
I think it's just because of the button orientation. Apparently, women's clothing has the buttons on the left side, and men's has it on the right. I don't know why we do that, but...
Well, anyway. We all know all women are left-handed.
Yeah.
And all men are right-handed. We know that. That's just like a known fact.
Yeah, that is a known fact.
Yeah.
If I don't take my lipstick out of here, I'm going to forget it's in this pocket.
Wonk wonk. Is it the same one that appeared in my car?
No.
Aww.
This is like more of a...
Ooh.
Not a sponsor, but this is like e.l.f. hydrating lip shine. So it's like, it's got a little tint to it.
But doesn't
but it's more of a balm kind of.
Yeah. No, I love those. As
the weather is colder and the air is drier, I prefer more of a tinted balm moisturizer than like a lipstick, because those are just dry.
I'm pretty sure I've fully moved to wearing tinted balms like 90% of the time.
Yeah.
Unless like it's necessary for a look and I only have it in one color.
Yeah.
Because even when it's like, when it's not dry out, If I wear normal lipstick, it just dries out my lips like no other.
Yeah.
So, no, I get it. I think it's great.
Thank you.
What are they talking about?
I don't know.
What are they talking about?
Something you were watching.
Oh, something I was reading.
Reading.
I've been reading manga.
Oh, yeah.
Comic books.
Yeah.
It's about Frieren I just like it because it's like a fantasy style thing. And it's similar to Dungeon Meshi, which is my benchmark for everything now.
Mm-hmm.
Where like there are fights, but the fights take up one panel.
Okay.
And it's amazing. Because I'm just so tired of like, I have to fight this guy, but he's super powerful. It takes up an entire book. Like in manga and anime, a single fight will take up like the length of multiple episodes.
Oh, wow.
And it's just like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna roll my eye. I can't deal with that. Like it was like a big issue in like Naruto and stuff.
So is a panel, because I haven't read much, is a panel like one like picture or like one page?
One picture.
One pic. Oh, so like in one zip, it's done.
It'll just be like, oh, we met this monster. Okay, we're done. Anyway, moving on with the story.
That's awesome.
Because the whole point is like it's about time, kind of, because like, and it's about like little moments like that are kind of end up being inconsequential in the long scope, because it's about an elf and she lives like thousands of years. So in her mind, like even the life of a human is like a blink of an eye. And so it's about her like trying to find ways to connect with people, even though they live like such short lives. So it's kind of interesting.
That sounds interesting.
It's got this very like kind of methodical, like it's, I don't know, you just kind of go around and do stuff.
Right.
And then there'll be this big fight with this huge badass demon, and then it'll be like, oh, well, Frieren's like thousands of years old, so she's obviously way powerful than everyone else. So who cares about the fight? Like, let's talk about
moving on.
Yeah, she's just like remembering some guy she had a crush on, but he died. So
I love that.
It's kind of great. And it's pretty, I don't know, apparently the anime is really beautiful. And I'm reading like a pirate version, Yarhar. Like it's a fan translation, and the fan translation is not amazing. It's very literal. Like, I don't know if you ever like
there's not much subtext or
no, like it's literally like you know when Google Translate translates a different language and you can tell there's like this weird literalness to it, like they're trying to say one thing, but when you translate it literally, it doesn't come across. Like you kind of have to.
There's none of the nuance and stuff.
Yeah. It's kind of missing that nuance that another fan translation I was reading of Dungeon Meshi. They did a really amazing job about like kind of understanding what the author was going for and translating that as opposed to the literal words. But this one is much more like very literal on how it's translated, so things kind of feel stilted. Because I think I'm not like an expert on this. I learned a little bit of Japanese, but like Japanese in comparison to how we speak English is very, especially like Americanized English, is very like formal and stilted. So when you translate it, it doesn't come across like you can be informal in different ways. It just doesn't quite come across if you're doing it word for word.
Right.
So it's kind of weird to read because I'm like reading English, but then in my brain I have to then translate in how it probably should be if it was translated in English.
Right.
So I'm reading through a little slower. And I might just get the official I don't know. That's the thing. Is like I want to like get official manga. There's a lot for any series. The average length is like 14 books.
Yikes.
And then it's like, okay, you're paying $10 a book. If you want to read a series,
right,
it's like $150-$200.
Damn. And you probably can't like rent that from the library, huh?
No, they only have Naruto. Yeah. And it's like, sometimes, I want to read something like, I don't know if I'll like it. Sometimes I don't know if I'll like it till the very end.
Right.
So we'll see. The one I
you could spend more time in the bookstore, just like reading stuff. Do they have that kind of stuff at like our local bookstore?
No, I think it's something like over the hill. It's something something in the big city.
Town over.
Yeah, town over. Like where they have like the big mall and stuff. Like we only have a small mall. Well, maybe the small mall in the smaller town. I don't think so, though.
I don't think so either.
Yeah. I think because there's a bigger Asian population in the bigger city.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they have like Ranch 99 and stuff. So, in those bookstores, I mean, they have bookstores that are all Japanese books.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking if we had like a place close by that had what you were looking for, you could just go hang out there and read it for free. But
no, like I've gone to like the comic book stores. It's all Western comics, which I also enjoy.
Right.
I have collections of Western comics and I love them.
Right.
But recently I've kind of moved on. Not moved on, but just this is a new thing that's interesting.
Different venture for now.
And I get to kind of, I don't know if it's fully like reliving my youth, but like I didn't go through a manga phase when I was like 13, 14.
Right.
Like, did you have a friend who did that? I know you probably didn't, but we all had a friend who was like way too into manga.
I think so. I didn't do that myself.
Right. Yeah, I didn't either. I at that age I was like, I'm too cool. I read Stephen King.
Well, I just didn't read.
Well, if you're dyslexic. Sorry, not to put you on blast, but
I am. And I love that part of my identity.
Yeah. Dyslexic pride.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to think of like what my thing was. Like what friend was I? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I definitely wasn't the manga friend.
You weren't the manga friend. Were you the I only listen to good music friend? That was me. That was I listen to good music.
That was not me.
I listen to Queen.
Oh.
Yeah, no, like obviously not.
No, I was listening to like bad music and loving it. Like I loved the Black Eyed Peas and I don't know, things like that.
But did you have a friend that was like, yeah, I only like good music just means old music?
Yeah, but that friend also appreciated new music. They weren't like snobby about it, but they listened to a lot of older stuff. But they also liked, which was big at the time, Monster Cat, like on YouTube. It was like house and dubstep and techno and all that shit. I was that friend. I think I was really big into like house and dubstep music for a while.
Oh, EDM.
Yeah.
Dance music.
Yeah. And I even like learned how to like hoop dance and stuff and pretended like I'd throw like my own festivals in my house basically.
Aww.
By myself. Because a YouTuber that I looked up to at the time would go to like EDC all the time.
Wow.
The Electric Daisy Carnival. Is that what it's called? I think.
It's just a rave.
Yeah, big. Yeah, she'd go to that all the time, and I like really looked up to her and stuff. And so I was like, I want to have my own raves. But then when I got old enough to go to raves, I'm like, I
was trying to bring you to one.
I know. I don't have any interest in it anymore.
I was like, they're fun. We should go to one. You're like, they're loud.
Well, they are. I know. As an adult, it's just not as fun. I don't know.
Well, were you like a Warrior Cats kid?
No, I was not a Warrior Cats kid. I knew
You do.
I wasn't even friends with the Warrior Cats kids, but I knew a few.
You were a kid friends with the Warrior Cats kids?
No, I don't think so. No.
I mean, to be fair,
they had such a tight circle. Like they like wouldn't let. They like gatekeep their Warrior Cat like role plays on the playground.
Oh damn! Okay.
Oh, they were into it. They were like
into it.
They each like identified with a character, and they would role play as cats. And I'd see them running like on all fours in the field, like together.
Oh, okay.
Like,
those were furries.
Maybe so.
They're furries now. We check in
but
with
there was
them.
like an in group. Like you could not. But like not that I wanted to be a part of it, but it was just like
you want to be nice.
They were like the weird kids, but they like. I think honestly they were some of the coolest kids because you couldn't even get into their like thing. Like
it's all like they're the cooler you are. Like the harder it is to get in something, the cooler it is.
Yeah,
it's like clubs,
and,
you know.
Dude, they didn't let anybody in their club.
No. It's like a dance club. Like they purposely like you can't come in just so there's a line. Yeah. I think the weird kids at my school were the kids that had like Halo Mega Blocks.
Halo Mega Blocks?
Like not Legos. Mega Blocks.
But like Halo, like the video game?
Like the video game. And they like
they made Halo Mega Blocks?
Yeah. Wow. And they were like, no, you gotta have Halo Mega Blocks if you want to hang out with us. I'm like, but you guys seem cool.
That was I always wish I could have been part of the Pokemon squad. There was always a group of like boys trading cards and stuff, and they'd bring their binders to school and they like play Pokemon and stuff. I always would look at them and be like,
did you have Pokemon cards as a kid?
No. I bought my first pack of Pokemon cards myself in 2020 because I was bored.
Well, now you have like the whole collection.
Yeah, I've had a lot now.
You got every single one. So maybe that's your reliving, like something you missed out as like in childhood.
Yeah, I'm healing my inner child by spending too much money on cardboard.
Well, like as a kid, you could only get one pack a week.
As a kid, I couldn't get any.
Yeah, well, yeah.
My parents didn't give me any. To be honest, I don't think I ever vocalized that I wanted it, but I think I was a little embarrassed because it was like kind of a boy thing.
Oh.
But I don't know why it stopped me for so long because I got into Legos like pretty early on and I knew that was more of a boy thing, but at least when I got into Legos they at least had some like girl sets or whatever. So like one of my first Lego sets was like you could build a little stable and then you got 2 little horses and the Lego figure was like huge and she could actually like sit on these like horses.
I think I remember them. Yeah. Was it like it wasn't like an official, it was official something. It wasn't Disney Princess, but it was like
no, it wasn't. Bratz? No, it wasn't. It was just Legos like thing, and the Legos were Legos. They weren't like Mega Blocks or anything.
But the
horse and the people were like way bigger than your classic Lego horse or Lego person.
And they moved differently, I remember too. Yeah.
They were kind of they're kind of a little more Barbie-ish a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, kinda.
Or
yeah,
like
what you mean.
The character reminded me a little bit more of like a Playmobil character.
That's what I'm thinking.
That size.
What was Playmobil? Like I remember seeing them. Like,
I never had Playmobil, but I had a friend who had a bunch of them.
Oh. And
it was always like so much fun because she would like set it all up outside and she had like a castle and like a bunch of knights and horses. It's like it's like Lego, but there's just different
I just remember like
things and pieces.
Kindergarten, they just have random toys, and there'll be like a random Playmobil thing. You're like, what's this?
Yeah.
Hit someone with it.
How does this work?
I don't know.
Yeah. No, that was the same friend who had like a bunch of American Girl dolls.
Oh, so she had rich parents.
Yeah, I guess. I was always jealous of like the toys she had.
Damn.
Yeah.
I remember as like this like young child, me and my friends would always trade toys.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but the parents had to put a stop to it because I was too good at trading.
Were you bartering?
Yeah, I was full on bartering. I was like, these ones are sick, and I know you want this, so you have to give me all. Like I apparently was ruthless as a kid.
That's awesome. That makes so much sense.
Yeah, I think both my parents are salespeople.
Oh.
I think it affected me at a young age.
Yeah. Well,
and now I'm
that's
like,
where you learned it from.
Stay up all night on Craigslist and eBay.
Bartering with people.
Yeah. What did I get recently that was sick? I've been stopping. I had to put a stop to it because I was.
Well, the last thing you got was pants, right? Or
yes, you gotten something since? That was on Depop.
Right.
Yes, those pants were sick. I got some other pants actually I can show you that are pretty amazing. Yeah, I think I've 100% success rate on pants on Depop.
Okay.
I think I'm 1 for 4 on tops.
Oh, shoot.
So I'm not going to trust the tops. But I think just in general, I think it's easier to find pants that fit good on me as opposed to tops. Maybe that's just a me thing.
Yeah, I feel like I'd have a harder time with the inverse. Like, I feel like I could find a top really good. But pants are hard for me. Because, like, this is so, like, not even an issue, and I feel shitty even complaining about it, but like my
is
my
it a
hips
waist to length issue?
My hips and waist are drastically different in size, so if something fits me on the hips, it likely doesn't fit me on the waist, or vice versa. And then also I've got pretty long legs for my size, so like, yeah,
everything's like too wide,
or they're a little bit too short or something. I'm lucky I found these pants. I just got these at the same time I got this shirt at Target, and they're nice and long, which usually I have the opposite issue. Like, usually it's way too short.
They look great.
Yeah, right. I do too. I had some like this, but the elastic started wearing out in them, and then I was seeing like little bits of elastic like coming out, and I was like, oh, these are kind of dunzo, huh?
Oh, you see little clear lines where you can see your skin. Yeah.
You're
like, uh-oh.
Yeah, I was like, oh, you know what, I should go check Target to see if they have any. And they did. This is like the last one in my size too, so I yoinked it.
Target.
Yeah, I scored. They were both on sale.
I can tell you her name after this, but I mean, you probably can get from context. I have a trans friend, and she didn't know about Target leggings. She was like, it's so hard to find leggings. I'm like, honey, we gotta go to Target. Took her to Target. She was elated,
in heaven,
so happy. I'm like, yeah. You gotta go to Target. And I was like, where are you going before? She was like, CVS. I'm like, no,
CVS.
That's where you go if it's an emergency.
Yeah,
you go there if it's an emergency and you need like pants right now.
Yeah, you go to CVS if you've shit yourself and you need a new pair of pants.
Yeah.
That's why you go to CVS for pants.
Yeah, but like Target's got everything.
Target's got all the staples.
Yeah.
You need a plain tank top? They got it. You need nice little stretch pant? They got it. T-shirt.
Amazing image. And I'm gonna wear my
t-shirt.
I'm gonna wear mine next.
Okay.
Yeah, I think do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know if I do.
Okay, it's gonna be a surprise then.
Okay,
it's gonna be a surprise.
Cool. You should also do a blind review.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'll leave the room, you put it on, and you put like a flannel on over it or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want you to know I prepared this reveal.
You did? Okay, you did.
Yeah, I did.
You did. And when you were like, oh, I have to take this off.
I was genuinely hot after you closed the window, so it was a perfect time to make it look supernatural.
It raised a whole 5 degrees.
Yeah. Well, I don't hear him blowing anymore.
Right.
Yeah, it was really weird. There was just like a guy blowing outside.
Yeah, I was kidding.
Well, like, he can't be blowing the leaves because it's like raining. So like, what the fuck's he blowing? Who's he blowing?
Who's he blowing? What were we talking about?
I don't know. Yeah. Let me cleanse my palate. That's better.
Mm-hmm. Have you listened to anything new recently? Or just anything at all. I don't know.
Yeah, nothing new. I've just been listening to more Billie Eilish, more Brat. I was listening to Brat today.
You know what's so funny? You're gonna laugh.
My
cousin finally was like, I found this new album. It's so good.
Which
Brat? I was laughing so hard. I mean, she works really hard, and she's not around a lot of people our age. She's around an older crowd, probably.
Well, no, she talks to people our age, and she's not
she totally.
She's not that far off.
Those people.
But you know what? I'm sure she was recommended Brad at some point, but like, she works so hard, and she like, is constantly working on schoolwork. I'm sure it just like has taken her a while to get around.
Yeah, and she's not a big music person, so she'll just work through music a lot slower. Like her Chapel Roan era, like lasted like 6 months. Maybe not 6 months. It lasted a long time, a longer time than most. Like I listened to Chapel Roan for probably a month, and I was like, oh, this is really good. But I listen to so much music, and I just move on. So
yeah,
I shouldn't be too judgmental. But
no, I think it's different for us.
But the funny thing also was I was like, well, there's a remix album. And she was like, what?
Oh, that's awesome.
And I got to be like the one like, yeah, there's Lorde on his song and Billie Eilish is on his song. Awesome. Yeah, it was fun.
That's really fun.
So
it's always fun to tell somebody about something that's been like so heavily in the news. That's like my dad came home from work the other day. He goes, it was really weird, like everybody was leaving work early today. And I go, why is that? And he goes, I don't know, they were all talking about some fight. And then I was like, I started laughing so hard because I knew immediately that they were going home early from work to watch the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight on Netflix. And I was
Netflix?
Like, oh my God. Yeah. Okay, it's streamed on Netflix. I did not watch it because I don't like watching fighting, and I don't care for either of those people. But my boyfriend said that he was watching it.
Okay, that tracks.
And the Netflix, the streaming, like the live streaming in Netflix is dog shit. Like, it was buffering constantly.
I didn't even know.
And apparently this was like an issue for everybody.
I didn't even know they had a live streaming setup.
I didn't either. Well, clearly it's not good.
Damn.
But yeah.
Is it true that Jake Paul won?
That's what my boyfriend said.
I heard that on the internet, and I was like, I mean, I guess Mike Tyson's
old. You know what I heard? They're not even supposed to fight people if they're like, if there's a 10-year difference or something.
Yeah.
But the only place where that's legal is Texas, and that's where they fought.
Oh my God.
That's what my boyfriend told me. I haven't fact checked that, but
I mean, that makes sense.
I think
that's something.
Makes
something. What's his face would pull. Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Is Jake
the
Paul
brother,
and the other Paul?
Logan.
Is Jake Paul the one that like stole a whole bunch of money, like allegedly scammed people out of money, or is it both of them? I don't know.
It's probably both.
Anyway,
I don't know. They're bad people. No,
that's crazy.
But
though.
Anyway, I just thought that was funny that my dad had no idea what's going on. He's just like, yeah, I don't know. They're leaving work early to watch some fight.
I'm surprised your dad like is so into sports and
not fighting.
But that's like a big gambling thing. Not to like put him on blast or anything, but
no, he's more. If he does do sports bets, it's either like baseball or football.
Oh.
Yeah,
I guess so. I don't.
Well, those are the sports he knows. I think the best.
Oh, he just doesn't know fighting. I mean, who cares?
I mean, maybe I don't know. I've never seen him watch fighting. I've never heard him talk about fighting. I don't think it's the only like fighting that I know he does like is like hockey, because there's fighting in hockey.
That's different.
I know it's different, but there is fighting in hockey.
Oh yeah, no, they're rough.
It's part of the game.
I mean, football too.
No, but like.
No, yeah.
Fighting somebody on the rink is like actually a strategy for the game of hockey.
Right.
Like, have you ever seen them just, like, one will just, like, push someone from the other team, and then they'll, like, get in a fist fight, and they let them fight for a while, and then the referee blows the whistle. Like,
yeah,
it's part of the game.
and there's, like, the penalty box.
Yeah.
And I think, isn't there, like, it's kind of like a pitch hitter in baseball, but it's just for fighting.
What's a pitch hitter?
A pinch hitter? Like,
pinch
hitter? Like, you know, in baseball, because the pitcher is bad at hitting, they'll have someone whose job is only to hit for the pitcher.
What?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I'm so confused.
So, like, everyone, like, in baseball, everyone who plays in the field goes and gets to hit the ball with the bat.
Right.
But sometimes, not all the time, there is a rule where you can, instead of having your pitcher hit, you have someone else hit for your pitcher.
Okay.
Like, because it's like sometimes your pitcher have to go out and swing a bat and hit the ball, but pitchers really suck at that because they spend all their time dealing with other stuff.
Right.
So they'll have someone come in, and they don't even play in the field. Their only job is to hit for the pitcher.
Oh. Yeah.
Anyway, I just had to play baseball. It's so boring.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, why are we even talking about sport?
Jake Paul. Oh, we're talking about just, like, not knowing things.
Not knowing things?
Yeah, we're talking about, like, because I asked about music, and then we went to Brat, and then I brought up that, and then
yeah.
we got to
Let's go back to
sports.
music. What have you been listening to?
I've been listening to some more kind of punk stuff.
Okay.
I've been listening to another female punk band. Did you listen?
I listened to.
Did you listen to Mannequin
Pussy?
What'd
It
you
was
think?
great. I love it.
They're great, right?
Yeah.
It's a vibe.
It is a vibe.
It's a vibe.
And it was, like, much needed. Like, it was perfect. When I put it on, I was, like, kind of angry. And then listening to it, I was like, oh, this is perfect. This is, like, this is filling my rage. Like, I just loved it. It was so good. It was a perfect time to listen to it.
Especially, like, the first...
I haven't listened to the
the
Cardigans yet.
I mean, that's the opposite.
I know, complete opposite.
So opposite. Yeah.
But I really liked the Mannequin Pussy album.
Yeah, especially that first song. Like, the way that album kicks off, it just gets you ready.
So good.
Gets you ready.
Such a good opening.
I think the second song is my favorite, The Loud Bark Deep Bite.
I like that one a lot, too.
Listening.
Yeah.
But just listen to the whole album. It's great.
It was such a mood.
Yeah. I should listen to that album more.
I want to listen to it again for sure. I've only listened to it one time all the way through, so...
Yeah, I'm still in the early stages of, like...
Yeah.
I don't know all the songs yet. I just kind of like the vibe.
Yeah.
I've not been listening to that album. I've been listening to a similar-ish band called We Hate You, Please Die.
Great name.
Yeah.
Similar style or no?
Yeah, kind of similar. I would call it, and maybe this is getting too much into the, like, weeds of what genre is what genre. There is something in my mind called, well, there's, like, I would call it, like, and it's not what most people call it, but I see a lot of stuff called, in my mind, I call it modern post-punk, which is really dumb. Because when most people say modern post-punk, they think of, oh, God, the Windmill era or something. There's just a whole bunch of British bands.
Okay.
But when I think of post-punk, I think of things like Wet Leg.
Right.
Because they sound like original post, like they sound like The Fall, and they sound like Joy Division, what I think of as post-punk.
Right.
And so there's that kind of, like, Wet Leg stuff, but then there's punk music in the 90s called Riot Girl, which is, like, specifically punk music that was made by women. It's about feminism, is about things women were dealing with in the 90s especially.
Right.
Called Riot Girl. And so there's, like, what I would call, like, post Riot Girl.
Okay.
So, like, stuff that is influenced by that but is more modern.
I see.
Like, I would even call Paramore, like, almost kind of like that in a way.
Okay.
Like, Paramore is obviously influenced by these 90s music, by, like, there's a band called Hole, all kind of stuff like that. And so I'd say these bands are, in my mind, I don't even know if this is true. I don't know the history of them. Just the sound to me reminds me of that.
Okay.
So I would put I Hate You, Please Die in the same era as Mannequin Pussy, which I would kind of compare to Wet Leg too.
I would agree.
I would kind of put them in the same kind of camp.
Okay.
But I mean, like,
is it also a female singer?
Yeah, it's a female singer. I think it's a mixed band. I think it's a small band. There's only like 2 or 3 people in it.
Okay.
I listened to a couple of songs from the first album. I enjoyed it. I mean, they're 2 most popular songs I really enjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
And then I looked and saw their most recent album. The first 2 tracks are the 2 most popular songs they have. So I was like, I'll listen to the rest of it. And I was kind of listening to it, but then I got distracted by other stuff. So that was a recent listen. And I've also been listening to the Katamari Damacy soundtrack.
Okay.
Because I've been playing a little bit of that game.
Uh-huh.
And the soundtrack just goes so hard.
Yeah.
So good. I mean, it's totally different vibe. Like, I listen to it in the shower if I don't want to be angry in the shower. And it's so great. It's just so, like... Oh, there's one song I'll play for you that just goes so hard. Oh, and the Monday I Was Broken song by Avicii. The one the cat sings.
Okay. That's by Avicii?
Yeah, you didn't know that? I didn't know that either.
Oh, no.
It's an Avicii song.
Isn't he the one that does the "So wake me up when things are over"?
Well, he doesn't sing it.
I know.
He's the producer.
Yeah,
yeah. He does that song too.
Okay.
Yeah. That's Avicii.
Interesting. I didn't know that was an Avicii song.
I didn't know either.
What's that song called?
I cannot tell you. I just know the cat sings it.
Okay.
Monday, we're broken. And the second he starts singing that, I just start laughing so hard. I haven't been on TikTok in so long. I was on TikTok for 5 minutes, and I started just like obsessing over that cat. It's even an old meme. I don't care.
Yeah.
So I was listening to that this morning.